Welcome to another episode of Dude, I'm Kidding. My name is Derek Tilt. I'm your host, and this week we have JT Kelley on. He's a hilarious dude, funny comedian here in Austin. He's got a podcast called The Fart Locker. It's available on Spotify, and we can and some other places too. Well, I'll plug it all at the end, and his links will be in the bio too, or in the description, so that you can find where all his stuff is. Hilarious dude. We had a lot of fun doing this. I'm looking for more Austin comedians, so if you're an Austin comedian and you're watching this, hit me up. I'm more than willing to have you on the show. Plug any dates that you got. Looking for that too. And we also looking for musicians too. So if you're a local Austin musician and you want to be on the show, just DM us, and I would love to have you on. We got a couple awesome Austin musicians coming up for you this month that I'm going to be recording. They'll be out in a few weeks, so be looking forward to that. Before we get this episode started, though, if you could do me a huge favor and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff, give us a follow. And if you're on iTunes, give us some stars and a review, because that's how we get on the charts and stuff, and how I get to find out, what I need to do better to make this show more fun. So if you like what you see, follow and subscribe. And if you've been watching these last few episodes, thanks for tagging along. So without further ado, let's get to the episode. All right. Yeah. Let's start the show. Were you a frat guy?
No, I didn't. I'm glad crazy I get the college vibe to you.
Did you?
Oh, dude, this guy seems fucking educated. I actually know this apartment because I've done illegal dumping here.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
my bro used to live up the way, right? Like your apartment down the street, like on the building right over. I've dumped a mattress. There's actually a mattress by your dumpster right now. That's not from me. I did this years and years ago. But I remember, I was like, I've done illegal dumping here a couple times. Because you guys don't have cameras, and it's super common. The leasing office actually pays for a company to come and pick up all the extra stuff. So I knew it was kind of factored in. So I was like, yeah,
you know more about my complex than I do.
I know more about illegal dumping. If you want to know how to get away with illegal dumping, I'm your guy.
You're my
Love
dude.
leaving trash where I shouldn't.
What's the worst thing you've illegal dumped? Any bodies?
So one time I was moving out from a breakup, right?
Uh-huh.
And nothing of value, but like all the shit that like I guarantee she would have wanted back, I illegal dumped all that. I put it in a dumpster behind an office I worked at. I remember thinking like, what am I just gonna have to call her and be like, hey, do you want like a jean jacket that's technically yours that you never wore? You know what I mean? I'm gonna I illegal dump. That's probably the least ethical dumping I've done.
Was it a lot of shit, or was it just like a few things?
Not a lot of shit.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't like this is her closet and I'm downplaying right now. It was like a few things.
Did she deserve it?
No one deserves to have their stuff taken, but give a shit. I'm not saying I was the good guy. I'm just saying I don't care that I was the bad guy. For being a friend. Back again.
I don't think half the people that mourned Betty White really watched the Golden Girls or were big fans of her.
Yeah, I mean, I was just sad because she was one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You've been sad about? Have you ever been sad about a celebrity death?
I gotta look this guy's name up because I don't remember his name now. But the guy that was the dad in 8 Simple Rules. When I was a kid,
Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi, yeah. When he died, no, John Ritter.
Yeah.
John Ritter, yeah. When John Ritter died, I was a kid, and we watched like 8 Simple Rules was one of those shows.
And David Spade replaced him, and you're like, you can't replace John Ritter, David Spade.
Yeah. He was old enough to date. He looked like he was old enough to date Callie Coco, or however you say her name, the oldest, the daughter.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But anyways, yeah, I don't remember why, but like that was one of those shows. Like as a family, we would sit down every, Tuesday night or whatever it was on, and we would watch it. And then whenever I heard he died, I watched like the 2020 special on it, and I was heartbroken. And then
they killed him in the show too.
Yeah. It was like in an accident or something.
Yeah, he died of like a heart attack or something.
He was on set when it happened too, I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Like he had the heart attack.
Wow, what gossip? That's crazy. I
don't know. But yeah, that one really fucked with my head. And then more recently, though, Ryan Dunn, the jackass guy, when he died, that one kind of got me.
My chick said when Patrick Swayze died, her mom came up, woke her up. So funny that her mom woke her up to tell her this because she just loved Patrick Swayze as a child. Her mom woke her up, and she wept and threw herself on the floor, and she was a child.
Your girl did?
Yeah, when she was like a kid.
Congrats on the engagement, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I cried when that guy Ibrahim from Group Urim, that guy, he's like a Turkish musician. He was on a hunger strike in prison. He was just like arrested for being a musician that was like a protest musician. I remember it was beginning of quarantine, and I like remember I saw that and I like cried like I knew him, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, I'm crying because that guy from Group Urim died.
Yeah,
that's like the only celebrity I've cried over. But I remember like I was like, as if I knew him. Like I was like, I can't believe he's gone. Like no, like I
had some friends that were like that when Mac Miller died. That was a big one. Like a lot of my friends were like literally mourning and like show up to school all depressed. I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, Mac's dead. I'm like,
there's a guy at my work. I think he's like 22, super nice guy. And I was surprised because he's wearing a Mac Miller sweater, and he said, I love Mac Miller. And I was like, oh yeah, I bet, right on. And then he's like, I also have a Mac Miller tattoo. And I was like, you're like a Mac Miller head. Like that's like your thing. And I've heard Mac Miller songs, so I'm like, yeah, this is good. I didn't know that people love him like that. Though. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. He was the first person that first celebrity that I saw my friends like that were like. I didn't realize how important music was to certain people until he died, and I was like, oh shit, like, okay, I get that connection. And now I've like developed that kind of connection like with like a lot of comedians that I love that I'm hoping like don't one get me too'd or two like fucking die. And but like musicians, I haven't had like a musician that I've like mourned. I don't know.
My chick was like, oh, JT, Doja Cat has COVID. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, if she died, I would be like, yeah, she has enough albums out. Like, she's great. Like, I'd be sad that
I got the music for the rest of my life.
Just don't know her. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've seen people really lose it for celebrities and, like, movie stars. Yeah. And I'm like, right on. Like, no disrespect, but it's like, that's just so wonky.
It's so weird. Yeah.
But it's just fine. Do your thing.
I don't know. Yeah. There's fan groups. I'm a part of, like,
love.
I'm part of, like, podcast fan groups. Like, Tiger, I'm a huge Bobby Lee fan. Like that's my
Lee from Mad TV.
Yeah, from Mad TV. Nice. That's my like goat, you know. But I'm a part of like a bunch of podcast groups about him and stuff. And like when I first joined, I was like real fangirly and like would post and stuff. And then I caught myself. I was like, oh, man, I gotta slow down. Like this is.
I mean, at the same time, Bobby Lee does this for people to like it, and you showing him that you like it. That's great. That's a good thing, you know. Man.
So what were so you started doing stand-up really young. Who were the comedians that you like saw first that you remember like, oh, this is so cool?
Man, when I was like really young, it was like just Brian Regan. Brian Regan and Dane Cook were like it. I thought they were like the funniest two stand-ups. And then I saw not Neil Hamburger, but he was the other guy on the Brainiac or whatever it's called podcast. I can't remember his name right now, but I saw him and I was like, that's goofy, that's really good. And I mean, in Sacramento, the funniest people I thought were like local people. And like I've seen like 3 or 4 specials ever. I've only listened to like a few comedy albums.
Really?
I've seen a lot of comedy. I've been seeing comedy for a long time, but like I don't listen to comedy outside of comedy shows or watch comedy outside of comedy shows. So you're not
like a comedy buff like
I'm not a comedy head. No, I'm really? I think live comedy is like my favorite event if it's good.
So would you say then that because a lot of people learn from watching specials and stuff like that. Like did you learn just going to mics? Is that how you?
Yeah, just being at just comedy shows and mics.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when I was like in my teens in Sacramento, you could do a mic every night. And it was like, so I did 7 mics a week. It was like. As
a teenager.
Yeah, but like, it was like easy to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like there was one every single night. There weren't tons of comedians. So like you didn't have to stay up till midnight to get stage time. It was just reasonable. Plenty of nights you could do 2, you know? Yeah. Plenty of nights you could do 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised when I moved to Austin the overwhelming amount of mics there are here.
Dude,
every fucking coffee shop and fucking bar here has a mic. And it like which is great. But like I've been to some mics where it's like it's only comedians. Like that's all the mic. Yeah. It's all comedians. Like you don't get those people like the you know, so your test subjects here are like
other comics.
They're other comics, which is great, but like they're not pretentious. Not all comics are, but you know what I mean. It's competitive, so not everybody.
I mean, my thing is like
I don't know.
I think that comedy is one thing and one thing only, and it's making audiences laugh.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think comedians have, like, really strict ideas as to what they think is funny. Not all comedians. But, like, especially, like, when I'm at a mic, I don't give a fuck if you're on stage. I'm not going to pay attention. If you do something that I already think is funny, then I'm going to laugh that you did it. But I'm not there trying to enjoy a comedy show. I'm thinking about the stuff I want to try out for the comedy show where I want to make a crowd laugh, you know? Yeah. And so, like, with how many mics there are, I mean, the joke I always made is, like, because I've been in Austin since, like, 2013, right? So I haven't been here a long time, but I've been here since the comedy scene was a
lot longer than
whole lot
most
smaller.
People. Yeah.
Comedy scene was a whole lot smaller. And the joke I always used to say is, like, oh, a good comedy scene is one where I don't have to wait for stage time. Because there's tons of mics, but it's like, yeah, I don't have, you know, an hour and a half at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And I got a fiance at home and a job in the morning, you know. I gave it a shot when I was younger to, like, make this like a career, and it was like, well, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna get a job. You know? It's like, okay, well, that's probably not gonna fucking happen. I'll go get a job. You know? So, like, I don't have the comedy scene the way it grew here, and the way that there's like a million comedians, and like just the stage time is like, you can get it, but it's like, I don't have 3 hours to sit here. I don't have that.
Yeah.
You know?
So when did the big boom happen here?
COVID.
Was it like during COVID? That's when everybody got here?
When I didn't even know comedy was happening. I thought no one was doing comedy. No one I knew.
Was it because of the Joe Rogan wave?
Yeah.
Do you think that was?
It's 100% it.
Yeah.
You could still do comedy here. It's just none of the comedians that lived here were doing it.
Yeah.
And so they were hiring people that had, like, just moved here, or people that, like, didn't really do comedy before, and now are like, no one else would host a show. And so it was like, it's weird. A comedy scene. I didn't do comedy for a year because I didn't know there were comedy shows, and then I came back to a brand new comedy scene.
Yeah,
and now there's two parallel comedy scenes, an old one and a new one. It's weird.
Weird. It was so I so like I told you earlier, I started doing open mics in DC, and the scene there was a lot different. Everybody, it's a big city. Everybody's, you know, focused on themselves and stuff. It's real cliquey. You know, which, I mean, every comedy scene is a little cliquey at some point. But, like, Austin was the first city that I've been in that, like, had, like, a page designated. Like, this is where you find all the information. Like, in D.C., you had to, like, talk to people and find out where shit was. Because if you looked online, like, sometimes the websites weren't accurate.
Bodslava? Did you use Bodslava? You ever use that?
No, it's
like one of the open mic lists that you can use. Bods. I think that's one for DC too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like but the thing is, when I first moved here, it was like there was Last Gas Comedy, which was like a website for like posting where all the comedy stuff was. But really, the good stuff was in the private Facebook groups.
Yeah.
You know, it's always hidden behind a curtain.
Yeah, and I also didn't have the time in DC too, because I was in the military. I had a full-time job, you know, like I didn't have the hours to be able to go sit there for a few hours to wait for a spot, you know, like I didn't have that kind of time, so I wasn't as integrated as I wanted to be. But that's one of the reasons why I got out too, because I wanted to get back into the scene a little bit. But yeah, so what's your favorite, like, thing about comedy? Like, what's the reason, like, besides, like, making people laugh? Like, is there anything else that, like, is it like a therapy for you? Is it, like, good to get shit out sometimes? Or
no. I mean, I feel like it makes me sicker than healthier. It's bad. I think I want attention, but also, like, it is that. It's 100%, like, because, I mean, like, before I did stand-up, I just wanted to make people laugh, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, stand-up's like, whoa, making people laugh. Because, like, I'm just as annoying in real life than I am on stage, you know? Like, I'm the same type of annoying dude. And so, like, it's, like, that desire to make people laugh around me, it's like, dude, on stage is, like, doing that with a machine gun. You know what I mean? It's, like, trying to, like, get a bunch of people to laugh at the same time, you know? Just an attention addiction.
Do you have, like, a time that you remember your first time, like, killing, like or maybe not killing, but killing at the time, like the first time you got, like, a whole room to fucking, like, robustly laugh? You know?
There's like a few.
Is there any moments that stuck out for you?
Like when you first start doing comedy and, like, you're kind of bad at comedy, and then, like, you kind of, like, get a little bit better and you realize, like, oh, I'm making people here laugh, and then, like, you start getting booked on shows, and then you get, like, a little better at, like, doing comedy on shows, right? And, like, it's not like it's wild. You don't notice it, but then you look back and it's like, oh shit, I'm a little better than I was 2 years ago. Yeah. You know? So it's never been like, oh, this is the time that I feel like now I'm funny, you know? But it's like, it's wild being like, oh, 3 years ago I definitely thought I was funny, and You know, 3 years ago, I think I was dog shit compared to, it's weird.
So when
it's not like a thing that goes like this,
Yeah, no, it's yeah. You have good months and then bad months, and then, or maybe not bad months, but just not as good months, So before COVID, before the boom happened here, was it like, I mean, how many shows could you hit a mic every night?
Yeah, most nights you could do a couple.
But you didn't have to like sign up super early, or
mostly it was like we all knew each other, and so it was all like, hey, Danny has me up at 8 p.m. and fucking Holly has me up at fucking 8:15. Can you give me number 2 so I can be over number 1? And it was like everyone was just asking for the exact slots they wanted on a lot of shows.
Yeah, it was a lot easier to work your schedule around it.
Way easier, but now there's so many comedians. It's like, that'd be impossible. Just show up, wait for a spot.
Yeah.
I remember this one time this guy named Casey was hosting a show, and no, he moved here from Boise. This is years ago. And I went in and I was like, hey man, I got to be up at like whatever I'm doing after this. Can you put me up at this time? And he was like, no, it's show up, go up. And I was like, oh, that's fucking lame, and left. And I just never went to that again because I was like, I'll never be able to schedule that in.
Yeah.
And it was like, now it's like most shows. And it's like, that sounds so complainy, but it's like, yeah, but I mean, like, we all have to work.
Yeah, we got shit to do.
Let's all agree. I'll be here at this time. We're not going to watch each other's sets. We don't care about yours. You shouldn't care about mine.
I definitely thought, like, when I got, and I do have a lot of time on my hands, but like, I definitely thought like going to school I was going to have a lot more time to like be up late and just go to mics and like and do the wait because I have the time to do it. But like then I started doing school and was like, oh shit, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. And then I had to get a job and to survive. And I was like, oh fuck, like it's tough. Like I haven't been on stage since my last show in October. I had a show in October, and then that was it's been so busy. And then but I'm also making excuses. I just need to fucking go up on stage.
I don't think I've been on stage since that show that you saw me on.
Oh, really?
I think I did a mic. I don't know. I was going to try to do a mic every night in January. But then I started a new job, and I've just been working.
Yeah. So what do you do?
I'm a telemarketer.
Oh, okay. So you're the one calling me.
Yeah. I fucking make sales on the phone.
How is that job? Do you get hung up on all the time?
I fucking love it.
You love it.
I had no idea that telemarketing was an incredible job.
Shut up. I feel like you're lying. Really?
It's a great job. I love it. I used to work in like production, and I worked mostly service industry. Yeah. And I was like a very poor person for my entire life. Yeah. And then I did telemarketing, and like now I have like insurance and my life rules, and I love it. And I love being a telemarketer.
What do you sell?
I mean, so like most recently I was selling websites.
Nice. Okay.
I started selling a marketing solution. I sell software as a solution is most of my sales job. Software as a solution is like it's like a tech sales. I literally find phone numbers online for businesses, call, pretend like I've been doing research, try to get them to let me pitch them a business idea. Yeah. And then can try to convince someone an expert on it and get their credit card number over the phone. Wow. And like you do that 100 times a day, and a couple people are gonna say yes.
And only a couple out of a couple hundred. Is it just like dialing numbers like that? Yeah, dude. That's. I don't know how I think every job needs people to work those jobs, but I could not work a job like that. Like I get stressed out on phones, dude.
Dude, I call people and I'll tell them like, hey man, if you care about your business, you're gonna take this phone call with me.
Dude, I'm the worst, bro. I used to be a hospital administrator for a little bit. Wow. And so I'd have to like transfer and hold calls a lot, and like do like then COVID happened and virtual phone meetings and stuff, and it would stress me the fuck out. I like phones. Like
I don't think you'd be a good telemarketer. Me, I was
not at all.
It's like my superpower.
It seems like I can't do fucking prank calls.
I mean I don't know. I think I'm number one on my new team of I'm on a telemarketing team now. Like 16, 17 of us got hired. And it's like, I think I'm number one of like, I've made like 9 deals this month.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's my first month. I mean, it's not good. Like anyone could do it. It's pretty easy. It's just consistency. It's just doing the same.
Do you have to like follow a script?
I mean, I can if I want. I like talking. I just say shit. When I telemarket, dude, I call someone and they answer and I go, howdy, hey, how you doing today? It just throws people off, If someone says, how you doing? I go, me? I'm lucky enough to be in the great state of Texas. How could I be complaining? People eat it up. Like you just talk. It's so much fun. I love telemarketing. I try to get other people into telemarketing.
That's so funny. I don't know. I don't think I've ever met a telemarketer.
It is
in person.
Fun. They don't, because they always call themselves sales job. Oh, I'm in sales. Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh, do you make your sales in person?
Is that what the secret is?
Yeah, they go, oh, do you make your sales in person? Oh, I do phone sales. Oh, you do phone sales? Sounds like you went to college and you have a telemarketer job like I do, and you just want to sound better than me. I'm in tech sales. Yeah, do you pick up a phone, call strangers, and try to get their credit card number over the phone?
Now I'm gonna start. And anytime somebody tells me sales, now I'm gonna press it a little further now.
Yeah.
Because I never know what to say to sales. Like,
sales would say, what do you sell? And they'll probably say, I sell software. I work at a tech company. Guarantee it. And then you go, oh, okay. Where do you get your leads from?
You know what?
God
God
damn
damn it,
I have
dude.
to prospect my own leads. I run my own book of business. Or they have an SDR that does it
Dude,
for
I've been
them.
wondering where all these fucking telemarketers are coming from. They're just all the douchebags from college that said they're in sales or in finance.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Guess what? You don't have to go to college.
That's
They hire you with a
wild.
criminal record, baby. Anyone can be a telemarketer. The entry for being a telemarketer is like, do you know how to read? You're in. Can you talk on the
You're
phone?
good.
You're in.
You're good.
Yeah.
So do you?
I'm an idiot. You know
So
what I
have,
mean?
do you? So have you seen the movie Office Space?
No.
No. Okay. Well, is it like
I have
so are you
seen
in, like,
almost half of Wolf of Wall Street. It's that.
It's that.
You just say stuff like, "I'm your man. You trust me, right?" You're telling me that if I said blah 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 and you think blah 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 that you wouldn't say yes. All right then, let's get you signed up.
All right.
You know, it's that
Jeez.
shit.
I couldn't do sales, man. Like,
Yeah, you
so
could.
I can't, dude. I'm not. I can't.
Sounds like you're making a decision not to be a telemarketer.
Yeah, I'm a hardcore decision. No, I got kind of traumatized with sales when I was young, because my little league, we had to sell chocolate bars.
Door to door.
Yeah, door to door, and I absolutely hated it. I hated the rejection. That's what it is.
Did you make any sales? Did you sell out of candy?
I mean, yeah, I would sell. The thing is, my parents would kick me out of the house and say, "Don't come back until all the candy's gone."
Wow.
And so I'd have to go around neighborhood to neighborhood, selling candy for like 1 or 2 days a year, just to fucking play baseball.
What I did is I would just put
hated
my
it.
box of candy by my dad's bed, and he would eat it all. And my mom would get really mad at me, and she'd be like, "Now Dad has to pay for all of it." And I'd be like, "Yeah, that's how it goes, ain't it?
Sorry.
That's how it goes." Huh?
I did luck out though, because my dad's a firefighter too, so we would just take the chocolate over to the fire station, and then people would buy a bunch of it. So I wouldn't have like a whole lot to sell, but I just hated the door to door asking people. What?
Oh, I was playing with the spring thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I thought my dog was chewing on the table for a second. But no, I just hated the door to door, like talking to people. I hated the look of like, you know, the look on their face when they're like, I really don't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
Like I really don't want to be doing that.
Oh,
Like,
man.
and I used to feel so bad, and I used to hate it.
I call people, and they're like, they act like I just fucking ruined their life.
Yeah.
How'd you get this number? From the internet. You know? I got it offline. How you doing today? You know, it's so much fun, man. You can't hurt me. Like, I love working with people that are like, they'll be like, I'm so scared. Like, oh, I'm gonna call someone, and then I'm like, what are they gonna shoot you in the head through the phone, man?
Yeah.
Just call them. Tell them that they're dumb unless they listen to you. Come on, it's fun. Everyone should telemarket. It's the most fun job you can have if you like just fucking
Do you
talking.
do voices and stuff?
Dude, I go country. I love to go. I go country so much at my last job that it slipped into my normal life, and I have to stop myself from going into a country accent, especially when I meet someone new. Because like it's so easy to be like, well, dang, how you doing out there? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm calling out here from Texas. I need to let you know that I've been taking a look at your website, and we can absolutely make it a little more profitable for you. So when we talk on Tuesday, I'm going to let you know exactly how we're going to be helping you out, all right? Well, why don't you have
I'm
yourself a
already
good
ready to
weekend?
buy. Let's go.
The country one also, like if I anytime I got on the phone with a gay guy, because I already have like a high feminine voice, I would just turn. I'd be like, yes. I can't it was like it would immediately go into super gay voice, and because like I didn't want to fuck it up, I would leave in my notes either like country. I wouldn't want to write gay in my sales notes, so I'd write happy. And like, yeah,
you can't put gay in your sales.
I wouldn't
notes.
want to put gay in sales notes. No.
That's so funny. I flirting for sales. You're guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged.
Oh, absolutely. Whatever religion you are, I am. You know what I mean? If I'm calling you whatever religion it is, it's like I'm that too, dude.
Yeah.
I am that too.
Buddhist? Yep, I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
Nirvana. I'm almost there.
I like to Google people and find, like, their personal Instagrams and, like, go through their Instagrams and kind of get a sense who they are and then call them. And because
Make it like a strategy?
Yeah, we just happen to be the same type of person that likes the same type of thing. And I got something to sell you. What are the chances
We're just
here?
vibing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were the chances that we're the same type of dude, you know? Did something used to be in this?
No, I got that at a craft store.
Nice.
Hobby Lobby. No, Tuesday mornings. It's $5.
You a gun owner?
I am not.
You're not?
No.
They didn't give you a free gun when you're in the Army?
They did, but I lost it.
You lost a gun?
Yeah, I lost it.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No. I don't have a gun.
They don't give you a free gun in the Army?
No.
Really?
I mean, like, you have, like, your assigned gun, but the gun belongs to the Army.
You can't take it home with you and you're done?
No.
Are you serious?
No, swear to God. Yeah,
I'm dead serious? I thought you got to keep your gun. Do you get to keep your clothes, your costume?
My costume? Yeah. Actually, if you look over there's a dark green bag over there. It has all my military stuff in there.
Yeah, okay. So I thought you got to wear your helmet, your gun. You can get your gun somehow. I know you can.
Not my assigned one. We only get it when we go to, like, ranges or we go to, like, war. Like, we don't just have it. I mean, yeah, but I bought my own boots.
Do they give you a backpack?
Yeah.
Because I've bought Army like surplus stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'm buying it from the Army. I'm guessing I'm buying it from dudes
like,
that had it when they were in the Army, right?
I guess like
jackets.
Yeah, sometimes people sell them to those stores. Sometimes they just get extra. It's literally a surplus store, so they just get extra shit the military didn't need.
Shit, it is Army surplus.
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, that's why it's called Army.
Holy
surplus.
shit! Yeah, you just blew my mind.
Yeah, no, they give you like
Do they
everything.
give you a tent?
Yeah.
They give you a tent. You have a tent in there for
not
the Army?
like a tent. No, like it's like a poncho. But the thing is, too, you have to turn all that stuff in when you're done with it.
Okay, I'll be honest, dude. That sounds like bullshit. I think you should get that stuff. We got to get your stuff back from the Army.
Oh no, Atlas, you attention whore. Oh. Sorry, guys. Y'all can't see Atlas this episode.
Gun, man. I think the Army should give you your boots and your helmet.
No. We can't have guns. Well, you can have guns in the Army, but if you live on base, you can't have the guns in your house. You have to have them.
You can't have a gun in your house when you're in the Army?
Well, if you live on base, you have to turn it in. You have to turn it in.
It's like going to school.
Yeah.
Can't
but it's
bring
not
like to school.
It's not like in the military every day I was just walking around with my gun on base.
Are you serious? You didn't wear a gun on your hip?
No.
What?
No, I was a medic.
What if someone shoots at you?
Nobody's gonna do that when I'm at work. Like,
that's in
my deployment in Afghanistan, I had a gun
on you.
Yeah, all the time.
And you didn't get that when you left Afghanistan.
No, I didn't get to keep it.
That makes me so mad.
Doesn't that suck?
Yeah.
I should have been able to keep it.
That should be your gun.
That's my thing, you know? That was like the weirdest thing coming back was not having it. Because you go someplace and then you feel naked without something on you know what I mean? But yeah, no, we do it. Yeah, why don't we get to keep those guns?
You should have that gun.
That sucks.
That should be yours.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I mean, I held onto that thing for 9 months. I might as well.
That's your gun.
That's my thing. Yeah.
That's your gun, and they took it from you. In my opinion,
it's got my warmth all over it. You know.
Yeah. When I got a gun that was it's like a 1944 Mosin Nagant, right? It's like an M44, and it was like a soldier's gun. Like, it was in combat. It had it was a used war gun. It's a used gun, and it's like it was definitely taken from that soldier and then sold later. You know, and it's like that's so lame to me. You know, it's like because Big Five, a big sporting store, bought a massive stock of them in the early 2000s of Mosin Nagants, and you could get them in California for $80.
$80?
Yeah, my dad got me one when I was like fucking 11 years old.
Jesus Christ.
For Christmas.
What does it shoot?
7.62 by 54R.
And you just get that for $80.
Yeah. It was the first gun I've owned. I still have it.
That's awesome.
It's a great weapon.
I was gonna say, you asked about guns. How many guns do you own?
I just own that one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a gun guy. I'm not weird about guns. I don't know a lot about guns, but I like guns a lot. I always have.
Yeah.
And a sporty way, not like a weirdo way.
Yeah.
Not like a vengeance way.
It's my right.
Yeah. I just it's fun. It's like a,
Yeah, no, going shooting is a ton of fun.
It's a ton of fun.
There's something so powerful about shooting a gun. Just
I have a 22, a 22, a 22 AR-15.
Oh, those are
so it's
awesome.
an AR-15, but it's a 22 cal. It's a pea shooter.
Yeah,
You could shoot me with it.
You could shoot squirrels with it.
You could, you could shoot me 4 or 5 times with it, and I would survive.
You would hurt. But
yeah. Absolutely. I'd go to the hospital. But like you could shoot a few in there, and you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't die.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't die. I just got a red dot for it.
That's sick.
I'm trying that out tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's the dumbest thing. It's not for war. It's not for hunting. It's literally just to shoot at a piece of paper. It's so much fun for me, though.
Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, I love guns. I was in the military. I have a respect for guns, but I'm not like I don't feel the need for one.
I first shot a gun. I was 4 years old, and my grandpa put me on a riding lawnmower and just was like, "I'll drive past the tree, shoot it when we drive past." And ever since then, I've been like, "This is the coolest thing in the world."
Yeah, I was raised like around guns. Like we would get we would go dove hunting was our family's thing. We'd go dove hunting all the time.
Can you eat dove?
Yeah. Is
it good?
Yeah, oh, it's great. Yeah, you take a dove, but put a jalapeno in it, in the breast, and then you wrap it in bacon, and then throw it on the grill.
Wow.
Real good. Yeah.
When's dove hunting season?
It's in the fall, so it starts in like September. Yeah.
You've been hunting outside of dove before?
No. Well, I mean, like quail. No, I haven't been. I have not been deer hunting, or I want to go hog hunting. Hog hunting looks fun. That looks like a lot of fun. Like the guns look fun to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, hog hunting is kind of like you're just being a good person.
Yeah, because it isn't like an overpopulation thing or something. Where that's why you
literally
can,
have to kill a third of their population for them not to grow every year. Really, hogs are like, it's a literal problem.
They're literally like rabbits.
You're actually a hero if you go out there and fucking kill a bunch of fucking hogs. That's a good thing. It's just like Florida's python problem. Like, it's like,
Oh, coming up in the toilets? I remember seeing pictures of that.
Dude, so if you are a quality hunter in the state of Florida, I don't know how many listeners you have in Florida. If you're a quality hunter in the state of Florida, here's what you can do. You can apply, you're like one of 100 people, to hunt pythons for a bounty. Do you know that?
A bounty.
The state will pay you. When I heard that, I said, God is telling me to move to Florida. God wants me to move to Florida and hunt pythons for wealth. Yeah, that's an incredible, and you can't make money here, but it's the reason it's open season on hogs all year.
If you were a python hunter, you would have to dress in all leather, though, all the time.
I would dress in python.
Snakeskin.
Yeah, snakeskin, everything.
Oh. You would look so obnoxious, though. Like, I would not, you'd be looking like somebody I could not have a conversation with.
The most dangerous motherfucker in the world.
A big old fucking K-bar knife.
Just wrapped in python, everything wrapped in python.
You have to have like a necklace with like a python like mouth skull, like as like the.
That's sick as hell.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
that's tight. I'm not too many steps from that, dude.
Are there any creatures that you're not a fan of?
I'm terrified of spiders.
Really?
Yeah.
Like can't even be in a room if you know it's in there.
No, I can't. Yeah.
No matter the size.
No matter the size.
Damn. I can't do roaches. Roaches freak me the fuck out.
I could deal with them.
I can do snakes. I can do spiders. All day. Roaches though, and I don't mean like little trash roaches. I can deal with those. The like cockroaches that fly. Like I'm terrified of them.
Yeah.
Phobia.
The first time I saw a cockroach fly, I was like, did not know you fuckers did this.
Yeah, it's terrifying,
that fucked
dude.
Me up, yeah.
Yeah, there was one time where I was on my Motorola Razr talking to somebody, and I was on my bed, like laying down on my bed talking to the phone, and I heard like something behind me, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I look, and I see this roach fly across my room and then land on the wall across from me. And so I was like, I'll call you back. And I hung up my phone, and I called my dad, who was downstairs, and I was like frozen like on my bed. And I was like, hey, you got to come up here. There's a roach. And as I said that, the roach flew at my face. It hit me on the face, and I fucking wigged out, like ran out of the house, had a panic attack. Like, I can't do roaches. No. No chance.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Even pictures of spiders, I like can't.
So you like really arachnophobia?
Sure, whatever it is, I can't deal with them.
You don't got to label it, but
yeah, any label you give it is probably true. I cannot deal with it. I'm still mad that the Army doesn't give you what else do they take from you? Do you get to keep your bed sheets?
No.
Oh my.
I mean, I got my own bed sheets. So the Army gives you like your first clothes and like your gear your basic gear that you need. And then everything after that, you buy yourself, or like everything else after that is like for comfort.
Could you survive only on what Army provides you while in the Army?
Yeah. Okay. If they're giving you like the meals that they give you, yeah. If they give you the food, yeah, 100%. It's not like they teach you how to hunt and shit like that, but no, 100%. I could, yeah, I could survive.
Okay.
For a while, yeah. it would suck. Life would be shitty. But do you have any shows coming up?
I'm doing that show on Tuesday at Creek and Cave. Andrew Wagner and Holly Hart's family dinner.
Family dinner. Oh, okay. I know. I think I've seen.
I was doing a monthly for my podcast at Creek and Cave, but we canceled this month because I had COVID, and then I didn't actually have COVID. I thought I did, but I got a positive test.
So you did have COVID?
No, because then the next 4 days I got negative tests. I had to leave work because I had like a cough, and I was like, I complained. I was like, I feel like I'm hungover, but I didn't drink last night. And they were like, well, now you go home for the day. And I was like, okay. I was like,
that sucks.
Okie dokie. And then so I had to get tested, and the first one was like, yep, positive, but it was like the home test they had there, and then every doctor test said no.
Oh, okay.
For 4 days straight.
So no, you're good.
I don't think I had COVID.
I thought I had it a couple of weeks ago. Because I had like a really sore throat, and then I got a fever, and I was like, oh shit, here it is. And I went and got tested, and no COVID, but I did have strep throat.
You know Elizabeth Spears?
No.
She's a comedian who's also a doctor, and she told me, because she was like, I tested negative for COVID, but I still think I have it. And I was like, paranoia. And she was like, no, I got the booster shot, and when you're vaccinated and boosted, if you are positive, you could test negative because blah, 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 and like explained why. But it's like, yeah, your body's fighting so good against it, these tests aren't really responding accurately to it.
Dude, since the fucking beginning of this thing, like, everything about it has just been up in the air, I feel like. And, like, I know things are more, like, precise now. We got tests and at-home tests that are somewhat accurate and stuff. But shit like that, like the false positives and, like, you get vaccinated, then you still... you can still get it, though. And it's it's just so much, like, uncertainty. It's like, what the fuck, like... Can we just have, like, one thing that's like, yes,
I was really
it,
convinced that, like, if I got vaccinated, I wouldn't have to wear a mask anymore. And, like, I still wear a mask when I walk in places that, like, you're supposed to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Or, like, anything like that. But, like, it was, like, I was, like, shocked. I was like, I got vaccinated, though.
Yeah,
Like, I was like, I got vaccinated. I thought I wouldn't have to...
We wouldn't have to do this anymore.
I have to get tested every single Monday when I go into work.
Ooh, really?
That's not bad. I just wait.
Do they just do the one that just, like, goes around your nose?
No, it goes pretty deep in there.
Yeah. Not a fan of that. That's one thing that I can't do shit in my nose. That's one thing that has sucked about this pandemic is every fucking test that I've had to take is in the fucking nose, and I hate shit in my nose.
Yeah. I was working a TV show during the beginning of COVID, and we had to get tested every other day.
Yeah. What were you doing?
Naked and Afraid. You
were doing Naked and Afraid? Were you naked and afraid?
No, I was a production assistant.
Oh, nice. What is that job like?
Dog shit.
Are you literally just running around doing whatever?
Yeah, that particular production assistant job, I would run people's meals out. I would clean stuff up. I would, like, take care of the Jeep, but then I would mostly just drive out to the campsite they were staying at and sit there all night and make sure nothing bad happened. And then, like, I'd pack up gear and carry gear in and stuff like that, but for the most part, I was just sitting around and waiting. That's Hollywood, baby. Show business, sitting around and waiting.
Yeah. Hurry up and wait. I learned that in the military.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Cheers. All right, so we're going to end the show, but I like to end the show with, first off, do you have anything to plug? This won't be out by next Tuesday for that show.
My podcast, if you listen to this podcast, you're going to love The Fart Locker.
Yeah, go check it out. You gonna say anything else about The Fart Locker?
It's not for everybody.
But it might be for some people, so go check it out.
Actually, don't even fucking listen to it. Just go leave a positive review.
Yeah.
Just leave 5 stars and say something.
Speaking of which, do that for us right now.
Yeah.
I definitely need some reviews on iTunes for sure. And if you're on YouTube, leave a comment and subscribe, please. But to end the show, I have the guests give the audience a piece of advice. It could be a serious piece of advice, funny, whatever, a tip on life, whatever.
Give a piece of advice?
Yeah, like life advice for the audience.
Get a telemarketing job. If you are poor, like I was, and kind of am still sometimes, if you work in the service industry and you want to make more money, get a telemarketing job. Send me a message. I'll tell you how. Get a telemarketing job. You'll make more money. You'll have better insurance, your life, your quality of life. I used to think I was crazy. Nope. Just poor. I was just poor.
Just poor.
Violently poor. Now, happy.
You're
Not rich.
telemarketer.
Just happy. Get a telemarketing job. I'll help you out.
All right, guys, you heard it here. Be a telemarketer.
Be a telemarketer.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna call Uber, big dog.
Got it, bro. Thank you so much for doing this, man. This was a lot of fun. Let's start the show.